I could be a leader if she'd just give me a chance. That's the voice of Nuka, the skinny lion from The Lion King 2. We remember him as the comic relief, who was always trying to prove himself. But no matter what he did, he was not good at all. His mother, Zira, only had eyes for Kovu, the chosen one. But what if I told you his story is far more tragic than we ever realized? Nuka's struggles didn't just begin when Kovu was born. They started the moment he came into this world. When Scar became king after killing Mufasa, he thought everything was finally going to be perfect. He expected lionesses would admire him the way they did Mufasa, but it didn't turn out as he desired. Everyone was still loyal to Mufasa, and no lioness wanted anything to do with Scar. Then Scar hoped that Sarabi would take his side after Mufasa had been gone, because he had been in love with her ever since he met her. But Sarabi never got over Mufasa and would never be Scar's queen. Scar was desperate. He knew his time to have an heir was running out, so Scar went looking for a mate outside the Pride Lands. That's when he found Zira, different from others. She didn't fear him. She believed every terrible story Scar told about Mufasa being cruel and unfair. So she thought Scar was the true king. To Scar, Zira wasn't love. She was an opportunity. If she gave him a cub, his legacy could continue. And after that, Zira got pregnant with Nuka, Scar's firstborn. But Scar's smile faded the moment he saw the cub, small, thin, and weak. He was not the heir Scar ever wanted. That moment cut deeper than claws. Scar pushed Nuka and Zira away in the Outlands with no promises to raise Nuka as his heir or even to love him. From that very first breath, Nuka's life in the Outlands became a battle that he would never win. The Outlands were nothing but a wasteland of cracked earth, bones, and shadows. There, Nuka fought to survive. Every day, hunger followed him and fear haunted him. And the worst part? Just across the border, Simba's pride lived in green fields, a life he could see but never touch. He tried. He chased scraps, threw himself into dangers, hoping Zira might finally notice. But no matter how much he risked, she brushed him aside. And in a place like the Outlands, being ignored isn't just sad, it's a death sentence. Nuka had no one to protect him, teach him, or even someone to whisper the words he needed most. You matter. That's why every scar and every twitch on his body was not random. They were proof of a kid who spent his whole life chasing love that never came. And yet, Nuka kept following Zira, desperate to earn even the smallest bit of her pride. But things only got worse once Kovu grew older, because Nuka's last hope began to disappear completely. When Nuka faced another painful truth, his younger sister Vitani outshone him. She was strong, fearless, and loyal to Zira in a way that Nuka could never be. She became Zira's second in command, the one Zira trusted with real missions, real plans, and real responsibility. And Nuka, he was left behind again. Now think how it feels to watch a cub take the place you always begged for. That was Nuka's life. Every time he looked at Vitani, he was reminded he'd never be good enough, even next to his little sister. Deep down, Nuka cared for Vitani. He wanted to be the big brother who protected her. But how can you protect someone when you can't even protect yourself? How can you guide someone when your own mother treats you like a mistake? That silent opposition with Vitani added fuel to his desperation. Because if even she, younger, could be respected, then why not him? Why was he the only one left in the shadows? Every laugh Vitani earned and every nod of approval she received pushed Nuka deeper into the loneliness. But that loneliness would be nothing compared to the next moment, which erased Nuka in the eyes of Zira forever. Then Kovu was born, which changed everything. Zira raised him like a prince, trained him like a warrior, and filled his head with the idea that he was Scar's true heir, and Nuka, who should have carried Scar's bloodline forward. In a single breath, he was erased from the story. His birthright, his chance, and even his place in the circle of life slipped into Kovu's paws. The moment Zira chose Kovu as a true heir, Nuka's entire life became meaningless. You can hear that truth in Nuka's own voice. His anger spills out when he growls, "Kovu! Kovu! Kovu!" It isn't just jealousy, it's despair. Every time Kovu's name echoed through the Outlands, Nuka's hope grew smaller. He was replaced and even forgotten in his own family. That wound burned in every risk he took and every desperate attempt to prove himself. And this final need to be seen pushed him into the most dangerous choice of his life, a choice that would lead him straight into the fire. Literally. For Zira, the plan of fire to trap Kiara was simple. Kovu had to look like a hero. But for Nuka, it was another cruel reminder of his role. Nuka had to do the dirty work while Kovu earned the spotlight. Deep down, he hoped maybe this time, if the trap succeeded, Zira might finally see him with pride instead of disappointment. But the fire wasn't just about catching Kiara. It was Nuka's desperate gamble for love. When the flames roared, the sky turned red. And in that chaos, Kovu appeared as the savior exactly as Zira wanted. The pride looked at Kovu with wonder. Simba began to see him as more than an outsider. And Nuka? He faded deeper into the smoke. Once again, the fire swallowed someone else's destiny. The fire gave Kovu a future, but it burned away what little chance Nuka still had. And this would lead him to take the final attempt to prove himself, the moment Nuka had been waiting for his whole life. Zira had planned an attack on Simba, and for once, Nuka was part of the front line. If Simba fell, Nuka could finally step out of Kovu's shadow and prove he was worthy of being Scar's true son. Then the ambush came fast. Simba fought hard, even while injured. The battle raged, dust and growls filling the air. Then Simba quickly climbed the pile of logs to escape. And in that split second, Nuka saw an opening to make his mother proud. So Nuka clawed his way up the logs, his eyes locked on Simba. Every muscle screamed, every breath burned, but he didn't stop. All he could see was the respect and the love that had been denied his whole life. But before he could react, the pile collapsed, crashing down with a thunder that shook the earth. Simba leapt to safety, and Nuka, pinned and broken, looked up one last time. His final words were whispering through pain. "I'm sorry, Mother. I tried." That should have been the moment he was finally seen and his mother realized his worth. But Zira cared more about what was lost in her plan than in her family. To her, Nuka wasn't just her cub. He was a failed chance, a broken piece of her dream. And this is what makes the moments shocking. For a split second, you could see it in Zira's eyes, the pain of losing a part of herself. But Zira buried it under anger because she believed rage was stronger than love. So instead of mourning, she turned to war, pushing Nuka's death aside. That reaction shows us something chilling. Zira was never going to give Nuka what he wanted most, her love. And that's where his story becomes different from every other Disney character, because his tragedy isn't just how he died, it's how he lived. Because when we think of Disney tragedies, we see big moments. Mufasa died a hero, Scar ruled for a short time as king, and even Zira fought for what she believed in. But Nuka's story is different. His tragedy wasn't just one moment, it was his entire life. And in a world like Disney, where most characters find love, friendship, or a purpose, Nuka found nothing. Their names are remembered in the story. But Nuka fades the moment he dies. The kingdom does not mourn him, his family does not honor him, and even the film itself brushes past his death. That silence is what makes his end so cruel. It is the kind of story that makes you wonder what is worse, dying with honor or living your whole life unseen. Nuka didn't want power or a kingdom, he just wanted to be seen. And maybe that's why his story hurts more than any other. So, what do you think Nuka could have been a good king if he ever got the chance? Or was he doomed from the start? Drop your thoughts in the comments.